Do you know that from November 30, you will not be able to do your PI KYC any longer, and a lot of people are going to lose their coin because of this. And I will be talking about in this video what you are supposed to see to put your mind at rest, to know if you are safe or not, or if you are going to lose all your PIs, what you should look out for. And at the end of the video, I will also be talking about some of you that you've done everything right and yet you have not been able to see what you should see. Your PI has not been migrated. You've been there for the past 6 months, 7 months, and the likes. So I'll be talking about what you should see that will put your mind at rest, and probably what is actually the major issue here, which is always very common that crypto people, the innovators behind crypto, actually do use. So now, from November 30, actually it was September 30 before that. After September 30, you will no longer be able to do your KYC, but it has been shifted. It's now, this is the grace period. We call it the grace period, November 30. So from November 30, you will no longer be able to apply for KYC. But of course, if you started KYC before, don't worry, I will still get there. So from November 30, there will be no longer fresh application for KYC. And from December 30 as well, there will be no longer opportunity for completing your mainnet checklist. If you've not completed your mainnet checklist, if you've not done everything that you're supposed to do on your mainnet checklist, from December 30, forget your coin. And you know, it's not all your coin that you will lose, but the coin that you've actually been that you mined before July will be lost. But after July, which is the 6 month grace period, the PI actually talks about the 6 month grace period from July 2024. Those PIs, you will still have them. So maybe later on you can do your KYC and the likes. So you have to do your KYC before November 30. And as I've always said, do not do your KYC with your NIN, that paper NIN. It will not be accepted. It will not be accepted. Go back to the NIN office, do the digital NIN, that one that comes with a card that carries your date of birth. Because one of the things that we confirmed on your slip, on your ID, is your date of birth, and that standard NIN does not have your date of birth on it, so it will not work. It will just put you on a hold. But of course, now some of you have started it. You are saying tentative. Some of you have started it. You are saying some things. So what you are supposed to see to put your mind at ease is there are some people that it is the system that is actually not, you know, giving them a headway. Some people are on tentative. If you're on tentative, you are safe. Don't worry. The thing is actually because one of the things that's actually making this KYC a little bit hectic is because KYC normally for projects like this are actually, you know, given out to third party to manage. But PI is the one that is managing the KYC itself, and it's going to be tasky. PI is managing it itself. It's not giving it out to third party. So it is the people who have passed KYC as well that are in the process of validating others, as I am doing as well. I'm validating others. So that is why it's a little bit tasky, and they are getting some bug. They are reviewing it, fixing it, getting some issues and reviewing it. So now some of you may be seeing something like this. So if you are seeing something like this, congratulations, you have been added to the automatic migration queue. So if it is like this, then you are actually safe. Just put your mind at rest, you will be migrated. But some of you have been on this, congratulations, you will be migrated. You've been on key for the past 6 months, you've been on the key for the past 12 months. I will explain why this is actually the case towards the end of the video, but I just need to show you that, okay, if this is what you are seeing, then you can still put your mind at rest. It is not, there is nothing required from you for now. And if you are required to do a liveness check, make sure you do the liveness check. Do not push anything. Immediately you are called to do something, make sure you do it. And you know, when you are called to do liveness check, make sure you follow all the instructions. Actually, most of the liveness check that are always that are sent to me as a validator to validate if the person is a real woman or real human or not, are people who did not really follow the instruction very well. When the camera tell them to turn right, to turn left, to turn up, to look down, most of the people that are being sent to human validator are people who do not follow this instruction. And sometimes the system will now ask me that, okay, this person that this video, is it a real video of a human being or a video playing on a device? So that is why there is a need for turning right, turning left, looking up, looking down, so that you will not record a video on a device, on a screen, because some people do that actually. So in an attempt to you know, guide against that. That is why you need to look around and the like. So just follow all the instructions in the liveness check and make sure you use the right ID card. Some people will use voters card and then pick digital NIN. That's why it's not going through. So if you don't use voters card, use the options that are there. There are standard NIN, there are digital NIN, and I think there are standard NIN and there are premium NIN. If you use digital NIN, just pick the premium and use it. So do not pick a wrong ID, because sometimes it will bring it to me that, okay, is it the right type of digital premium NIN in Nigeria? And I will have to pick no, because you used voters card. That is not premium NIN. So that is one case. So if what you are seeing is this, then you are good to go. But another part, some of you may be seeing something like this: migrate to mainnet. You will be automatically added to the migration queue if you have finished steps 1 to 8. This is actually because you've not finished step 1 to 8. Your KYC may have been approved actually, but if you do not finish this till December 30, you will have to also lose your PI, the PI that you've mined, except the ones that you mined 6 months ago, which will not really amount to something. So if what you are saying is this, you want to go back to your checklist and make sure you actually did everything. Sometimes it is the lockup rate that is the issue here. Many people think they've done their lockup rate. Just go, even if it shows complete, just click on it, check it again that you've seen that you've done it. And if what you are saying is still that, okay, complete step 1 to 8, you can try and increase your lockup rate a little bit, and hopefully that will solve the situation and you'll be added to the migration queue. And another thing you have to see, some people will have to see, that you will have to see, is that you will see that your counter is paused. Many people, whenever they go to their PI right now, they will see the counter, they count down to November 30 to do their PI, December 30 as well for the mainnet checklist. You will see the countdown, but some of you, the timer has been paused. That means the timer does not apply to you. You will just have to wait till the issue is being sorted on their end. So some of you, you've been on the migration queue, just keep waiting. And the reason why many of you have passed everything and you are still not being migrated is simply because of this, which is personally to my own understanding that is always the underlying case sometimes. It is actually in 2 ways. The people behind PI, whenever it's actually because they want PI to go to the open network by January, they want to launch it. And when they launch it, it is actually always good for the coin for people not to have access to the coin all of a sudden, because if everybody have access to the coin, we may have more people selling than buying. So this can actually be a strategy in an attempt to curb against, you know, a spiral decline in the PI. And I strongly believe this is why many of you are seeing this case, that you've done everything that you have to do, but yet your PI has not been migrated yet. It is a means, undisclosed means, to actually guide against inflation. And that's why for many of us that did Vermitano as well, when Vermitano was giving us the thing, and when it's time for Vermitano to release, they were releasing the coins small, like gradually. I think I've even forgotten about it. I'm not even, getting it again, because it's actually the strategy. And that's why PI is also encouraging lockup. And that's why lockup is part of the criteria for migrating to mainnet. So they want people to still hold, because when people hold, many people are not selling. We have the circulating supply, millions of circulating supplies already, and we have many people who are actually locked up. We have many people who don't have access to their PI yet, and gradually it will be released to them. Because one of the ways to attract investors in this crypto market is when there is stability and increase in the market. So when many people have it and selling, they are not really selling, but there is demand. So it's a note to investor that they can come in and invest. And when investors started coming in gradually, I believe they will start resolving some issues that, okay, we can release this kind of supply as well. Let's give it out. Let's give this out. Let's give that out. So I strongly believe this is the strategy that is behind some of you having done everything, and yet you have been on the queue for 6 months, for 1 year, and the likes, and your PI have not been released onto you. Of course, it's just my own idea, but I believe this is why the case is. It's like, just like I said, it's an undisclosed strategy that they want the PI not to keep falling there, because the people behind it are very visionary. They don't want it to keep falling. So they intentionally, or maybe, let me not say intentionally in quotes, so not release some people, put some people on hold, but gradually, you can be sure that you will get your PI. And we are all hoping the project becomes a success. We are hoping the marketplace keeps expanding, which is one of the real life utility of PI. and the likes. So make sure you did your KYC. If you've not started it already, don't push it again till any later date. Do everything that you're supposed to do. Make sure what you are seeing is this and not this. So if you are seeing this, that okay, you are on queue, that is very, very good. And also make sure that your timer has been paused, that you've done everything. If your timer is counting, there is something that you still need to do. If your timer is still counting down, there is something that you still need to do. But if it is paused, then you are good. You can still hold. But make sure that your mainnet checklist is actually completed. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. This is Entrepreneur Hub. We are talking about entrepreneurship, everything an entrepreneur needs to know. I also teach digital skills, how to make money online and the likes. Can you like this video? Can you subscribe to this channel? Hopefully see you in subsequent videos. Thank you.